Okay, so first we understand the requirement of BI in the market, okay, and why the industry prefer this tool, right? So it's a statement by Nick Smith, who is a marketing head in a Microsoft BI solution. So the statement is like BI is about providing the right data at the right time to the right people so that they can take a right decision, right? So this is very meaningful phrase. So say today is a world of data, right? Everyone is accessing the data daily, like WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, right? The industry, whatever is from marketing, medical, right? Pharmaceutical, anywhere, everywhere. So there is a data, right? And the company, so the amount of data get increases day by day. So it is important to segregate the data, right? So some data might be should be deleted, or some data has to be kept in a server, right? And as the data increases, there is a need of intelligence to visualize it in a better way. So so that it will be useful for the growth of the industry, right? Right. So, what is this business intelligence before Power BI? Because the meaning of Power BI is power business intelligence, right? So, business intelligence is referred to taking raw data from the data source, transforming it into the usable data, and utilizing it to make a report and informative graphics for the data analysis. So, your role, like as a uh, developer or BI intelligence developer, BI developer. Okay, or there are many names in the industry for this role, right? So the role are like a data engineer, BI engineer, BI developer, or BI scientist, data engineer. There are many names, right? So the main task is to get the data from the data sources. Okay. So data source might be like your flat files including like Excel, Word, PDF, text, right? So whatever the files which are in your system, we called it as a flat files. Okay, or the cloud, the files which are on the cloud, like Amazon server, IBM server, right? So there are many servers and like SQL servers, okay, Oracle, okay, SAP. So these are the databases. So to take the rough data from the data sources, okay, perform the operation like cleaning of data sets, cleaning like we don't want blank field, we don't want null field, we don't want unrequired data, right? So that kind of fields are there that has to be removed, right? And then the pure data has to be utilized to make a report and informative graphics for the data analysis. Okay, so this is your role. Get the data, clean the data, create the visualization and deploy it towards the, let's say, industry or the management team, right? So this is your role. Now, why to choose Power BI, right? So we have this 4 quarters here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we have the visionaries, then some players in the market, challengers, and the leaders, right? So if you see, these all are the tools, visualization tools available in the market. So like SAS, SAP, Sense, Oracle, right? So these all are visionaries only, right? Then this one, information builders, Pyramid, Alibaba Cloud, Amazon Web Service, IBM. These are players in the market. Okay. If we talk about the Looker and the MicroStrategy and Domo, these are the challenges. And when we talk about the leaders, we have three leaders. Currently, we have three leaders in the market, which is Click, name as ClickSense, or there's one more. Okay, Click, Tableau, and the Microsoft. So you can observe here, BI is a Microsoft tool. Power BI is a Microsoft tool. It is a leaders in the market. Okay. So these are three leaders in the market currently. Okay, so you can understand here, like it has a huge requirement in the market because that's why it's called as a leader. So Tableau and Power BI are the leader in the market. Okay, move towards the next requirement, like Power BI trends. So you have you can search on the Google, like Google Trend website is there. Okay, just search about Power BI. Okay, so I search about Power BI for the last 5 years and their requirement in the market, need in the market, right? So it started in Jan 2018, and you can see day by day, year by year, the requirement get increasing in the market. Okay, so what it mean actually? So the growth is in upward direction. That's why the requirement is more in the market. So if you have the Power BI goes with the view, you have the more opportunity in the market. Okay, and we know there are currently there are two tools which are competitor to each other, Power BI and the Tableau, right? So the small comparatively the Power BI tool has a low cost. It is about $10, whereas the Tableau is of $70, right? So that's why the small industry, medium scale industries are more, or the large scale industry also selecting a Power BI tools for their visualization. And it is, of course, leaders in the market. Okay. This is a statistics for today. Okay, or the numbers for the today. In the morning, I search for the number of vacancies for this tool. Okay, so you can see I type here Power BI. This is the Naukri result actually. So Power BI for the experience of 1 year. Okay, or 0 to 1 year. Okay, you can see here I selected this one 0 to 1 year. There are work from office about 22 lakhs 27. Sorry, it's a 22,738. Work from home due to COVID 365, hybrid 356, and the permanent remote 218. So 0 to 1 year, you had 22 lakh, sorry, 23,677 jobs in the market. If you have experience from 0 to 2 year, 46,282 jobs are there. For this 0 to 3 year, this much. So see, some of you are fresher and some of you having the experience, right? So there are both requirement in the market. Okay, so if you have the, let's say, mechanical industry experience or recruiting experience or the fresher with this tool information or with this tool certification, of course you have the valuation in the market. That is a need in the market, right? So these many jobs are there, and this is only limited to Naukri. There are many other portals like times times.com. Then others are there, so you can search for that also. If you search on the Google, you will get in a lakh, right? This is only for the Naukri one. There. Okay, now move towards the visualization. Okay, visualization. Now, this Power BI is not just a visualization tool, it's an analytical tool also. Okay, we'll tell you what is the difference between visualization and analytical. Okay, so I need your help here. Okay, so this side on the left hand side, I have the screenshot for the Excel. Okay, all of you aware about the Excel, I know. So I have the data for the year 2013 here, for the month January. Okay, and the product ice cream like accrued, then others like treats. Okay, so these are my product or the types. Then salesperson, name of the salesperson like Bishop, Lee, Parker, and Watson, right? These are the region. So we have 4 region: West, Central, North, and Central, or the South one also. This is a sale for the particular product for the particular month in the particular year. And these many units are available for this particular product. Okay, and this is the order number. Fine. Now, I have a question for you. Suppose I want a name of the product which has the highest sales. I need a name of the product which has the highest sales. Can anyone tell me? Yes, student, I need an answer from your side. For the product, you have to find the highest sales. For it, or tell me the name of the product which has the highest sales. Yes, student.
It's a frozen yogurt, I guess.
Okay, frozen yogurt. Okay, fine.
It takes
That's
time.
good.
Mm.
Yeah, it's take time. Correct. The yeah, that is my what to say. That's I want to tell you. It needs time, right? Similarly, I can ask you the question. Tell me the name of the product which has the lowest sales. Correct. Again, these are the simple question, and you can find it very easily. Okay. Then I can ask you like tell me the rank, second rank, or the tell me the name of the product which has a second rank on the sale. Similarly for the third, fourth, fifth, whatever, right? Then I can ask like in a 2030 in the month of January, tell me the name of the person which make a highest sale. Okay. Again, the question can be more deeper, like tell me the name of the product in the month of let's say 2013, sorry, year 2030 month January, and which has a which has the lowest sales. So like that, there are many questions. And understand here, we have just 20 entries from 5 to 25, 20 to 21 entries are there, right? Right. So when the question get deeper and deeper, the time required to find out the solution is more and more, right? So in a real time scenario, we have millions and billions of data. Okay, million and billions of data. So it is impossible to find out in a manual way. So we have the tools in the market like Excel, Word, right? And the others. And of course, if you know about the Excel, of course, you know about the Excel or the advanced Excel. You can write the function over there to find out the max, min, count, like that. But still, there are some limitation. We have limited entries like near about 15,625 rows and columns are there. We cannot save millions and billions of data over there, and we cannot produce a visualization for those, right? And there are limited functions also. Now, these questions can be answered by such a kind of visualization. Okay, and they are really meaningful. So for example, let's understand this one. So this is simple a line chart. First is simple a line chart. You can easily understand. Let's say this highlighted or the circle shows a product. So you can, if your manager or management team asks you like, tell me the growth rate or tell me the comparative growth. So by with this visualization, you can answer that question. Like this product has a better growth than this one. This has a better sales than previous one, and this has the lowest sales. You can easily and see the mind will process visually better than the numbers. Right, so this is the we have the answer here. Similarly, the manager can ask you like, tell me the region-wise sales and their uh, growth correspondingly. So you can plot the graph such a way like we have the four regions: central, east, northwest, and you can say this has a bigger sales or highest sales. Okay. Similarly, here you can draw such a kind of graph. Here, this is a pie chart which show the corresponding contribution of sales for the particular product. Here you have the growth of the company corresponding to the time duration like date, month, year, right? Here you have the comparative analysis for the two products, right? And similarly, many more are there. Okay, so if we talk about the charts, number of charts in the Power BI, so there are 30 plus default charts in the Power BI. What I mean by default, it is available in the tool itself, which is installed in your system, right? And 250 plus charts from the market store. 250 plus charts from the market store. So you can imagine I just mentioned 12 charts here. There are 250 plus 30 plus charts. So more than 280 plus charts are there. So see how much depth in the visualization there, right? Okay. Okay. Now talk about the databases. It's like to which database the Power BI can be connected, right? So if we we can say like there are 99 plus data sources we can connect to the Power BI. Okay, so it is not limited to just Word file, Excel file, text file, PDF file, or the SQL Server. Okay, there are many data sources. 99 plus data sources are there. So like SQL Server, There are again some versions for the SQL like T-SQL, PLSQL, right? Oracle, IBM databases, Prostage SQL databases, Sybase, then SAP, right? Amazon, Google, Snowflakes, Vertica, EasyBase, right? So you just take a name of the database and the Power BI can connect to that database, right? That is the depth of connectivity of the Power BI, right? Okay. We are not going much detail today. Okay, but I tell you where you located as a developer or as a visualizer, where you are located. So this is what the architecture of Power BI. This is the architecture of Power BI. Okay. Now here we have the data sources like SQL Server, Oracle, SAP, HANA, other databases, and these are the flat files. Flat file like Excel, CSV, text, PDF, right? You are extracting the information from this data server or the data sources, transforming that data into a meaningful format, right? And then store it into a data warehouse, and that data this data is connected to the visualization, which is a Power BI, right? Your task is to create the visualization here. Okay. Now see, there are two scenarios. Now some industries required only visualizer. Okay, so your task is to just visualize the data. You have the ETL team. ETL means what? Extract, transform, and load. Extract, transform, and load. Extract means extract the data from the sources. Transform means data cleaning, convert into a meaningful information, and load it into the data warehouse. So data warehouse might be like a storage area, right? And then you have to create a visualization only. The second scenario, you have to perform this task also. Like you have to extract the data from the sources. So you must know how to connect that data sources. Okay, and how to load it into a Tableau. So the visualization, you are creating a sheets here, dashboard, KPIs, create a report and deploy it to a server. Okay, so from the server, the business person, business user, managers, client has access to access your visualization. So this is the mainly architecture of BI. Okay, now what kind of visualization we can create? Some of the example here. Okay, so we called it as a bar graph. Okay, we try to understand this bar graph first. So let's say we have sales here. On the x-axis, we have sales. On the y-axis, we have different segments like customer or consumer, corporate, and the home offices. This consumer is divided in the form of region. So for the consumer from the central region, consumer from the east region, south region, and west region. Similarly for the corporate, home offices. And this is what a visualization, a horizontal bar graph. So see how easily you can interpret the output, the data, right? It is very meaningful, though it is look like a simple graph, but it is very meaningful. So you can say the east region has a more cell comparatively to central region, right? South has a lowest cells. South region for the consumer segment has a lowest cell. So the business owner can have an idea, yeah, this much has a region has the lowest sale, and he find out the reason why that sale is lower. What are the reasons behind that? That's what that's why it is required. The tools are required in the market. Similarly, we can find out the growth with the use of this line chart, right? So like in January, we have a growth which is shortfall in the February, but it will be increase in the March month again. So this is a line chart, or we can say continuous chart, which will showing the growth. Okay, and industry require this. Okay, again, this is the dual axis. We call it the bar and line chart. So on this is line one, this is the bar one. So it will show the statistics comparison between the let's say gross sales and the sales, gross sales and the sales. Okay, so there are many like heat map, then highlighted table, geographical map like symbol map and the field map, side-by-side chart, right? Tree map, bubble chart, pie chart, Gantt chart. Okay, Gantt chart is for the plotting the difference between the results. So let's say we have the event, we are purchasing some product from the Amazon. So there are multiple events, like we booked the product, right? Then we got the message like your product get courier, okay, or it is ready for the courier. Then you can track the delivery, like track the shipment. Then you deliver, you get the product, you pay the bill, you want to refund that product. So that difference between the event, like book the product and deliver product, you can plot by the with the help of Gantt chart, right? Sheet, this is a scatter plot, okay, bullet chart, waterfall chart, funnel chart. So these are the different charts in the Power BI. Okay, like lollipop chart, donut chart, multi-donut chart, cross-tab report. These are the field maps, like a symbol map and the field map connected to geographical, right? So there are many options in a Power BI. Okay. Okay, till now, any question you have? This is the introductory session. Any question, Anand? Do you have any question?
Yeah. See, actually, the question means, see, I am from some of supply chain industry, supply chain function, you can say, more specifically. So some of I have Googled like these data science or visualization, Power BI and Tableau. But how means to growth in the career or to growth in the function, which skills to be some of learn, because Power BI is only one of as you explained. This was the nice explain that explanation, that is there are different data sources. Okay, so depending upon that data sources, we make this graphical representation to make the better decisions for the management, right? Okay, right. So if there is a sales team, they need the different products in different regions, how they perform in the sales performance. Okay, so it doesn't stop at Power BI only. Okay, it requires the knowledge of data sources also. Okay, exactly. So where to stop this learning then? Like exactly, have the supply chain analytics. See, I know on the spend analysis, it will be a beneficial tool, Power BI. Okay, but to make the graphical representation, again, there are some data sources that I should have a knowledge, like SQL or this SQL, Python, right? Correct. So because I am again dependent on somebody else for making the data or extracting the data. So some of for the supply chain specifically, my question is for means for supply chain. Again, what skills I should learn through Power BI? Correct. See, the learning is unstoppable actually. The answer is learning is unstoppable. You have to learn anyway. See, you have, I think, so how many years you are in the industry? It's around 10 years. Right, 10 years. Okay. So see, you are working with the mechanical industry from the last 10 years. And you know, there are some like IT sector. If we talk about the IT sector, it is rapidly changing. So if you have a tool, let's say one tool in the market, so in the next month, there is a new tool in the market, right? There will be new tool in the market. So every time you have to upgrade yourself. But if we talk about Tableau and Power BI, these are the leaders in the market. Okay. And if you search, yeah, you know that Excel, there are, so it's a long back, it was launched and still it is a leader in the market. We can say it's a leader in the market. You can search on the Google Analytics. So it's a leader in the market again. So there are some tools. So the chances of
replacing that tool is limited. Okay, so like this one, like these are like, so these are going to be there are new tools which already like capture this tools, like already overcome the requirement of these tools, right? So they are come into the only players name. Previously they were in the list of leader, but now they are in the players list only, right?
Yeah.
And the industry, like we can say the industry are switching from these tools to these tools, right? Because they know the capacities of this Microsoft and Tableau.
Correct,
Okay,
correct. I have worked on
correct.
Infor and SAP, SAP and Infor.
Yeah. So that's why the even you might heard heard in your industry, like some of the employee getting the training about the Microsoft and Tableau tools because they wanted to switch in that because
Okay.
because the yeah. So see, so you suppose you enroll for the Power BI, you done the visualization concept. You of course you have to learn about the Excel and the SQL, because most of the industry the data source is SQL
Yeah.
and the Excel only, not others. Like so so this statistic, let's say this one, right? So I told you like there are many vacancies, let's say 0 to 3 years. So there are 62,000 vacancies are there, but
Okay.
there are only 10,000 vacancies which are from the other data sources.
Okay.
So
Okay.
remaining 50,000 are only based on the SQL and the Excel. So
Okay.
no doubt you have to learn Excel and the SQL with Power BI. Otherwise, you will not be sustained in the market. So that is the first requirement. Okay.
Okay.
So
So
once you enroll in
SQL
the
and Power BI is important. Means SQL I
yes,
should have the
SQL,
knowledge of SQL also.
yes, SQL, Excel. Prior you know need about Excel and then
Excel.
SQL.
Yeah. Basically.
Yes,
Yeah.
SQL.
Okay.
But it's
Got
not difficult actually. You can learn the SQL. See, you don't require whole SQL. You just require importing what we say syntax. How to
Okay.
import the data from the SQL server to the Tableau server or the Power BI
Okay.
server.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so you require, see, in a SQL there are four classifications. So like DDL, data definition language, data manipulation language, data control language, and one more, right? So you just require DML only, data manipulation language.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't require other three. Only one thing you
Yeah,
require. So
exactly. Actually, I was coming on that point because see, I'm from non-IT background. Okay, and I
yes,
don't want
okay.
to study the coding and all. Okay, only some of I need to know uh, to make this to make the champion in Power BI and Tableau. Like what type of knowledge I should gain from SQL or Python to. So it is data
Okay.
manipulation, right?
Yes, only data manipulation. You have to you just understand how to data download from the SQL into Power BI,
Okay.
nothing else. You don't have to deal with the data. And the reality is you are not allowed to manipulate the data because it's a industry data and you don't have authority to change it.
Yeah.
That is the other team, like ETL team was there. So it's not our task to work on that data. We just, what is our need? We can clean the data. Clean means what? Suppose I have this sheet. Okay, we'll tell you one. So this is the information or the table, and suppose this field is missing. Okay, and you got the data. So your task is to put something. So like you can put a 0, but other thing you cannot do. You are not allowed to do that.
Got it. Got it.
Right? So partially you have to learn other things.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose, let's say there is a one industry which is working with the Oracle database. Okay.
Okay.
So your task when you enter to that industry from the SQL one to Oracle, you have to learn how to import data from Oracle. Only those syntax which are might be there are 10 lines are there or 10 codes are there only, not 101 like that. Yeah, but see, if you differentiate, I know why you are switching for the hype, right? Good hype, and you must go with the requirement in the market. That is the IT sector, and of course, you are from the mechanical domain, you have the supply chain management skill set, and you can find out such a kind of industry which are working in the same domain, but they require they wanted to visualize their data. And you can enroll for that, and you got the benefit in terms of salary there. Yeah, and one more thing, these tools are the visualization tools, so the less amount of coding is there. I can say no coding is there, but still there is a 5 to 10% coding is there. Coding means we have to write the function which are inbuilt in the Power BI.
Yeah, it's like VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP.
Yes, exactly. VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP, correct. And it is very simple. Okay. Okay. So I just wanted to have an interaction.
One more. Sorry to
yes,
interrupt.
Please.
Is this like some Power DAX and some name Power Query, Power PO?
Correct.
These are the only some part and parcel of Power BI. How it is?
Yeah, these are the we have M file and the DAX file. So these are the ETL process actually. Extract, transform, load process. When we are extracting data from the SQL server, we have to convert we have to transform it into some format like a DAX query. Suppose we are getting the query, so it is in DAX, then we are converting to M file, then M file to the visualization. So that is the process actually.
Okay.
That is a part of this Power BI.
Okay.
Power BI has an inbuilt ETL. Okay, and this DAX and M file are the name extension for that. Okay. Okay. Thanks. I want to just sure. I just wanted to highlight you how to interact with the tab Power BI. Okay. So yeah, so this is a symbol. Just click on that symbol. Okay, so you will get such kind of message. You can either click on get started, or you can close this. Okay, so let's try to create a first visualization. Okay, I'm going to create, don't worry. So this is your window, visualization window. Here you have some option. So similar like other tools like file, home, insert, modeling, view, and help. Here you have the option like get data, get the Excel sheet, data hub, SQL server, so shortcuts are there, transform data, okay, text box like that. Now, again, on the right hand side, we have some option like a field. So what is field? When we are connected with the data, that is called as field. So let's say we have one table, this table is there. This is the table, right? So we can say this is a data set, Excel data set, right? And the fields, whatever the column names are there. So here we have order date, region, city, category, product, quantity, unit price, total price. These are the fields in the Power BI. When we call this table, these columns are converted into a field name. Okay. Now this field has a different data type. So like date, here we have the date. So date data type. This is a string data type, string, where we have the number, we can say it is a number data type. Simple. Okay, it's just an overview. Okay, so don't be think about that. This is the visualization. So these are the available visualization, or we can say default visualization in the Power BI. Okay, and here we can filter out the data. Okay. So simply I'm going to tell you how to create the first visualization. So let's say I wanted to extract the data from the Excel sheet. So here you have direct option, or you can connect from get data. See, when you click here, you have the different data sources like Excel workbook, Power BI dataset. So data flow, Dataverse, SQL, text, web. Okay, so you can connect with anywhere on the web and connect the data. Blank query, OData, and the other what I'm talking about, like 250 sources. So you can click here more. Okay, so I'm not going in that now. So I just want to connect with the worksheet, Excel worksheet. So click here. You have the option. I have my sample sheet here. So that sheet is about sample data food sales. Double click or just select and open. It's taking time actually because I have multiple tools in my PC. Okay, now see here I have the table names which are present in that Excel sheet, right? So if I click anywhere, so on the sales data, I will get information about that tables. That is called as a metadata. It's a data about data, right? Or let's say full sales here, right? So this is data. So I can check here like all the data is clear or not. So right, it's a clear data, right? So load it or you can transform the data. So transform means what? You're working on this data, but this data is clear. So I'm not going to transform data. So just load it. Okay. Okay, next time I just clear my other tools. So has to have the faster access. Okay, now here in the field, we have that table food sales. If you click here, you will get the different column. Now that column are converted into fields. Okay, category field, city field, order date, product quantity, region, total price and the unit price. Okay, now let's take a simple example. I want product wise sales or product wise size, price, right? So I select this field, click on the product. You will see there are some changes in the visualization. Okay, now you got the product name here. So there are different product like Aeroport, banana brands, right? Carrot, like this. Then I want unit price. So click here. Right, so you can zoom this by, so this is a dashboard actually. Yeah? We can have a multiple kind of visualization here. So you can zoom from here. Okay, so you have the product name and their sales. Now I want to create a simple visualization for these two columns only. So you can click on the visualization here, just select anyone. So I go with, let's say, column chart. See, you have the column charts here. So simple, right? Now you can add more field if you want, or you can have the access with the different visualization, right? So let's say a pie chart. So here we have the pie chart. You can click here. You have a different visualization. So like products name it there. We called it as a legion like carrot, whole wheat, right? Oatmeal, arrowroot, right? So let's say I click on carrot. You have the highlighted on carrot and their unit price and the percentage from the uh, overall price or total price. You can highlight whole wheat. Okay, so in this way you can have a better visualization. So let's say the your manager is presenting or you are presenting to the customer. So that might be anything. Let's say for the logistic also, right? So supply chain. So let's say you have a multiple product and you want to show the delivery of those products. Okay, or you want to say tell the contribution of sales for those products. So you can choose a product name and the sales accordingly, or you can highlight many scenarios. So for example, suppose I wanted to add a region, right? So region. So 1 minute. Okay. So region first check out what are the different regions are there. Okay, so I think in the data, the region, yeah, east where there should be 4 region actually. Okay. For see, region can be plot better way in with the pie chart. Yeah. See. So we have only 2 region, east and west. That's why we have only 2 highlight, the blue and the gray one. Okay. City. Okay, so region-wise, city-wise. So like that, you can create any kind of visualization. There is a no limit actually. So we have by default 30 plus, and we can add more chart from the market store. So I think I have that. Yeah, this is a market store. Or BI visuals are there. So this is the market store from you can download these applications and connect those applications with the Power BI. Again, there is a no limitation of learning. Just depend upon depend upon your practice and exposure to the visualization. Okay, so that's fine from my side for today. If you have any question, you can ask me. So see, finally we have to create such a kind of dashboard. This is called a dashboard. Okay, so like we have 4 visualization here, 4 charts are there. Symbol for the particular industry, a logo for the particular industry. Here we have the KPIs like key focus indicator about average availability, average request time. So let's say there is a what say industry, and it is a portal which resolve the issues from the customer side. So the availability of the responding availability. So it is 99.97%. The request time required for the execution of each task, number of outage, average outage duration to solve the problem, and request time, average request time. And you have the visualization. Now see, this is not static. When I click here, you will get the informatics here. If I click here, I get the informatics. Those they are connected with each other. So this kind of visualization we are going to create. There are many, not limited again. Okay, so this is done from my side. It is just information, right? Okay. If you have any question, do you have any questions, sir? Yes. Pinky, Shweta.
Guys, if you have any technical queries, then you can just ask to the trainer. Shweta, Pinky, Anand. You have any queries, guys?
Not such a.
No, Dave, nothing.
Shweta, do you have any?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so I think all the things are done from the trainer's side. Thank you so much, Pankaj sir, for this wonderful session. And guys, you can just wait for a few minutes. I'll just share the syllabus.
Thank you, ma'am.